VanCam. This is VanCam you waited for.
Say you're gonna win 6-1.
No, they won't, Steve. You knob. And the thing goes brap, brap, brap. Yet. How are we doing, everybody? I am Kev Ashford, and this is, obviously, the not world famous. Oh, raise it to the roof. Yes, this is VanCam. Coming up in this week's show, it is the big Manchester derby, so we'll be previewing that and looking at them shower of blue-nosed knobheads from Stockport. I'll be touching base on that. Obviously, I'll give the old team talk, give the rally cry and all that shit. We'll have a look back at the matches since the last VanCam, which was obviously last week. There's been a couple of games played. We'll do Fellaini watch and Wanker of the Week. Yes, I'm in the zone. I hope you are. I hope you are all right. It's great to be here. 1,500 subscribers, man. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, the first game was the big one. It was the Arsenal game. And if you watched last week's VanCam, you'll know I was right up for this one, man. I couldn't wait for it. I was confident. And we got a fantastic 3-1 result over him. Ashley Young again, absolutely superb. And I've got to say that I'm sure Jesse Lingard, mate, if you're watching, fair play. Because I did give you a bit of a dog in the other week. And since then, against Watford and Arsenal, 3 goals in 2 games, 2 very good performances. Keep that up, sunshine. Yeah, but the Arsenal match was brilliant. And I did mention tongue-in-cheek that there's one reason that I wanted to beat him was just so you can watch Arsenal Fan TV, have a beer. And that DT guy did not let me down. Apparently after the match, I think he said something along the lines of David De Gea could have saved the Titanic. It is right, man. Everywhere you go, you always take De Gea with you. You like that, yeah? De Gea was absolutely sensational. And the double save from Sanchez when the score was at 2-1, I really do think that if Arsenal had got level, I think they'd have gone on to win it. And that's the fine lines. United break away up the other end, 3-1. You know, and defensively, we look sound. I like the way he's played this 3 at the back. Well, technically it's 5, but it's 3 central defenders. It started against Watford, and my eyebrow was raised because I'm thinking, what the fuck are we playing? You know, like, technically 5 at the back against Watford. But Mourinho's looking at the bigger picture. He's thinking, well, if I can get used to this system, get the players used to it, going into the Arsenal game, which it did work, Matic, brilliant at the back, protecting the back, sorry. And then he's obviously thought, we've got them knobheads from Stockport, you know, Man City coming up as well. This is obviously what he wants to play. And it's worked out great for us. It really has. Fantastic result. It kept us in the mix. Keeps a little bit of a distance between us and the teams below us. But it keeps us on the heels of City, regardless of what they're at. It's going to be a massive game, obviously, and I'm going to touch on that in a bit. Into the Champions League then was CSKA Moscow. And again, the hard work had been done. We made it a bit difficult for ourselves, but their goal was offside. Should never have counted. Shouldn't have. But it did. And United shown what Brendan Rodgers would say. Thought we showed great character. Great character, yeah. Love that saying, great character. Characters are people like Disco Dave who wander into pubs in mankinis and ask for a gin and tonic. Now that's a character. But United, if that's character, then that's what United did. You know, we showed great character to go 1-0 behind and to come out in that second half. We were at the races then. We finally clicked into gear and we got the result that basically we deserved because CSKA were not great. And again, you know, great performances. Juan Mata has given Mourinho a huge headache ahead of Derby Day because Lingard, you would have thought after 2 performances against Watford and Arsenal, he will walk in at that team. But Juan Mata's just put that element of doubt in his head because playing in that role, Mata was absolutely class. And it's a good headache to have. Going into the derby, we need the strongest possible team. Obviously, the big one is Pogba. Pogba is going to be missing because of the sending off. Oh, what did you make of that? Forgot to even mention it, man. I mean, what's Bellerin doing with his leg lay on the floor like an ass? You know what I mean? I just don't understand. And Pogba, he's not malicious. He's not like a Joey Barton type, you know, knobhead kind of player where you think he's done him there. Pogba's just trying to break through. He took a heavy touch, and Bellerin, I think Bellerin's shit out of it and sort of turned his leg, lay on the floor. Pogba couldn't get out of the way of it. I don't want it to spoil the derby, and one thing I will say is I'm not going to use it as an excuse. If for any reason we get a shit result against them on Sunday in the derby, you will not find me saying it's because Pogba was banned. We're better than that. We're not a one-man team. You know, when we beat Tottenham a few months ago, all the Tottenham fans, yeah, but Harry Kane was injured. Oh, right, so you're a one-man team, are you? See how I'm struggling here, getting all worked up. Anyway, that's less of the shit, because them games are in the past, but I just thought I'd let you know exactly what Kev Dog, yeah, thinks about that. So let's get spin straight into the show. As usual, we'll do a little segment. It's called Fellaini Watch. As you can imagine, can't think there's going to be much to go off this week. Oh, might have found something. This is Fellaini Watch.
McTominay has it for United. Looking for Fellaini.
Oh, what's he doing? Power of the bush. Yes, this is Fellaini Watch, where I have a look at what the big bushy-haired Belgium bastard has been up to this week. Not much, because being totally useless and having a big hairy head, he is injured. So he got involved in a goal celebration whilst he was sort of on the side of the pitch. Yeah, I'm struggling, but somebody sent me in this corker of a picture. It's going to come out now. Yes, somebody has basically opened up the laptop. Hopefully it was unintentional, and somehow the plan on the table has blended beautifully around, you know, the corner of the laptop to perfectly look like Fellaini's hair. That's Fellaini Watch. Want one of them? Get it. That was Fellaini Watch. Let me know your thoughts as always through this whole video. You can get commenting right away in the comment section, and you could feature in your comments, which we do at the end of every show. I'm trying to cut it down slightly on the comments, so I'm trying to really pick out the best of the best. Now, the next bit of the show is Wanker of the Week. This prestigious award, only one person can claim it, and I think you will probably agree with this week's, but there was a few contenders, so we're going to run through it now. This, my hairy-headed hound dog friends, is Wanker of the Week. Yes, this is Wanker of the Week. This is where the real wankers get acknowledged and rewarded with Wanker of the Week. I was going to put myself in it this week for dissing Jesse Lingard, but I've not. There's more wankers than me out there that are worthy of this, and coming in, we've got a top 5. Number 5 is the FA. Now, if you've not heard this week, Martin Glenn of the FA, or the effing arseholes as I like to call them, basically come out and said that if Gareth Southgate fails this summer at the World Cup, he's going to keep his job. His job is safe. So if they lose 3 games at the World Cup and come packing home, he's not getting the boot, and he should do, but I don't care. I don't give a shit about England, to be honest. And the FA also this week basically come out and said that they will not charge Pep Guardiola for assaulting Redmond. Yeah, we remember that from last week. Coming in at number 4 is an absolute bell sniffer. It is Garth Crooks, the man who is obsessed with Paul Pogba's hair, and he's basically come out again and said, I refuse to allow the Frenchman's dreadful fluorescent-style Mohican haircut to influence my regard for his talents. Stop going on about his hair, Garth. You're only jealous because you haven't got any. You bad bellend. Number 3 is coming in is Mark Clattenburg. Used to be a half-decent referee, but this week actually confessed that the Battle of the Bridge, Chelsea v Tottenham, the game that they drew when Tottenham lost the league and Leicester somehow won it, he actually said that he went in with a game plan. He also says that Tottenham lost the title. If I'd have sent 3 players off, what's the headlines? But he actually admitted that there should have been 3 red cards. Now, something dodgy going on there. If you're not sending off players that should have been sent off, I'm sorry, but down with that sort of thing. Coming in at number 2, and fair play to dodgy defender for sending this one through. The University of Central Lancs, the official account said, former player and manager David Moyes will receive an honorary fellow award at this afternoon's ceremony to acknowledge the significant contribution he has made as a football manager and a player. Are these having a giraffe or what? What an absolute pile of shit. This guy, United's worst ever season. Gollum, that ginger-haired bastard, what a useless... And look, what has he done since? Absolutely nothing, apart from going to clubs and just self-destruct. They were the days. But there can only be one winner, and this is a belter. It goes to the Arsenal fans. This is number 1. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, again, Arsenal fans could get this every week, but after United's annihilation, the 3-1 hammering at the Emirates, the Arsenal fans basically loved what Alexis Sanchez said to Ander Herrera. Now, it has come out that there was we've seen it on the pitch, there was a bit of a spat, they were carrying on. Apparently, somebody's lip synced because they didn't do the footballer thing where they hold their mouth over like that, or the hand over. And apparently he's looked at Herrera's shirt and said, or asked him, who are you? Now, loads of people got involved, all Arsenal fans. Alexis Sanchez looked at the back of Herrera's shirt and asked him who you are, crying emoji. Get your shit in order, we hammered you, 3-1. Not really hammered you, but listen, we got the 3 points. And if you take any kind of moral victory from the fact that Alexis Sanchez said to Herrera, you know, who are you? I'd say, listen, dickhead, I'm Ander Herrera and we are winning 3-1 in your own stadium. Deal with that, knobhead. That's Wanker of the Week. Yes, that was Wanker of the Week. Let me know what you think. So many wankers. I've honestly struggled. Like I say, I didn't even make it this week. I probably will one week. There's always loads of nominations for me. We're going to end with your comments. Time of the show where you shower a knobhead, get your say. It can be anything. Basically, I've tried to take as many of the comments as I can. Thanks to everyone who gets involved as usual. Dave Birtwhistle, how are you, sir? On the old Twitter said, another Wanker of the Week nominee. I couldn't even fit this guy in, and everybody knows how much I hate half and half scarves. The twat who made this scarf, by the way, it's not me wearing it. Yeah, Birtwhistle, whatever. Where did you get the picture from then, eh? It's basically a half and half scarf. It is a half United, half City scarf. I swear to God, down with this sort of thing, folks. All you tourists or whatever who think it's clever to put one of these on, honestly, you need strangling with it. And I'm being serious here, you really do. Next up was Macedonian Red Devil, who said, Disco Dave, not the best thing. Need change on that shit. See, I knew it was going to come to this one day, that somebody wouldn't like disco and the exclusives he comes out with. This pains me to do this, but it's going to have to be done, innit? Hey, check the money. Are you alright, Disco? Yeah? Listen, mate, I've got some real bad news. I don't know how to say this. No, I haven't got syphilis. Listen, mate.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly...
So sorry, mate. Speak to you later. Bye-bye. I hope you're happy with that Macedonian Red. Omar Mukhtar said, Kev, do you think if they are both still at Man United in a few years that Martial and Rashford could be the new York and Cole? Ooh, controversial. What I will say, Martial and Rashford are both playing out in the flanks. Totally different players, but I will say, I mean, York and Cole, for what I've seen in the 90s, late 90s, best partnership I've ever seen at Old Trafford as a striking pair. I mean, them two were just on another level. You look at that goal in the new camp. Oh, the step over, the 1, the 2. Them guys were telepathic. They were absolutely just on the same wavelength, on the same level. They were best mates. And so many teams now go with one up top or a front three where there's plays out wide. I'd see that, you know, let's play two strikers together. One that can hold the ball, one that spins off. So in theory, mate, I think the question is, I don't think they could ever be Cole and York, but I mean, they're certainly talented players and all that. David Conreen, the Wythenshawe Raver, said, cheers for answering my question last week, and he is 100% believes that Jesse Lingard is a VanCam watcher, basically because all the players that I slag off, I slagged off Fellaini as well, and he went a run of form, and he's basically saying, you know, slag off some of the other players as well. So I might be coming for, I was going to say Phil Jones, but he's injured at the minute. Brown Wall said the end of the video was class. Is that legend or legend? Legend. It's me. Legend Kev. That was last week. The rally cry. Wait until you see this week's for the derby. Bruce McIntosh as well said, okay, seriously Kev, that team talk should be bottled and sold. Inspiring. I think I inspired a few people last week. I got us all up for the Arsenal game. We won it. We move on. We're Man United. We do what we want. Gung Shi said, I'll tell you something that's even more outrageous than Fellaini at PSG. Fellaini at United! Good one. John Vallandingham, yes brother, how are you? Said, oh my god, the Matt lads, I had them on last week in the van. My mum's family hometown, Kevin, you are my hero. Legend, hero, yeah, I'm everything, man. VanCam is the best show in the history of mankind. Glory, glory Man United. Have a good weekend, Squire, and enjoy the derby, and don't be causing any trouble. I've heard about you. Alan Huff said, Kev's not hot. Never hot. Man's not hot. Only kidding, pal. You're shit hot. Man shit hot. Yeah. Said, I love you, man, but not in a gay way. Fair enough. Fair enough. Laying his cards on the table, obviously. John Vallandingham again. Yeah, just read that one. Coming to the end. Martin Olschlen, who really seems to be sending loads of lookalikes here. I'm sure this is Burt Whistle in disguise. He's going by a different name. I stumbled over the mugshot the other day. What were you in it for? Cheeky bastard. I mean, come on. How can that look like me? I'm Mr. Levenjoom 2003. Highly offended. Look at the set of Newtons on him. Ali J said, to this day, I still say that this is my favourite photo of you. And a kiss.
I need some new tyres, please. Just the cheapest you've got.
Cheeky bastard! As one of the Chuckle brothers. You calling me a Chuckle brother? Is it Barry Bastard Chuckle? I don't know which one it is, because they're both a shower of wankers. Basically, you're saying that I'm a wanker. I'm a Chuckle brother. Well, I'm not having it anymore. I tell you what, you are not pissing on my chips this week. I tell you something, Ali J. So I hope Father Christmas don't come for you this year, yeah? I hope you don't. In fact, I hope he does. I hope he comes down that chimney, he gets you stocking or whatever you put out. I hope he takes a big, massive, smelly shit in it and goes back up the chimney, gets on the reindeers and back to Lapland. Because that's all you deserve after that. You proper piss me off, you cheeky bastard. Right, that is the end of your comment. Get me so worked up. You can get in contact, all the usual shit. So up here in the, where? So up here, there it is. At Kevin Ashford 7, that's Twitter, Instagram. The Gmail is kevinashford7@gmail.com. Facebook page, drop a like, for fuck's sake. It's at Kev's VanCam, and the Google Plus, Kevin Ashford 7 as well. Get involved in that. Make sure you share this video, yeah? The rally cry is coming up now, so drop a like before you watch that. You'll be dropping a rake of likes once you see the rally cry. But it is Manchester City this weekend. Make sure you subscribe, do all that shit. The Louis van Gaal dossier, where are you, you bastard, you? Here it is. It's making a reappearance, and this is what I've compiled this week. Okay, we're playing Manchester City. Now, I could sit here, I could slag them off, saying that they can't fill the ground, saying that they, you know, they sell blue ketchup instead of red. They had the biggest pitch at Main Road, the biggest floodlights. But I'm not going to do that. I'm better than that. So I've saved it for the end of the video. I make myself laugh. But Manchester City, what can we expect? They're going to try and pass us to death. That's what I put. They're obsessed with possession. They do not like teams that make it hard for them, as Huddersfield, West Ham and Southampton proved that, yeah, they beat them all 2-1, but they don't like it. What they want is a team to basically lie down and let them, you know, do the stuff. We ain't going to do that this week. And the final four, Man City, bitter blue knobheads. That's what the dossier says, and if Louis van Gaal's dossier says that, then it is true. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. Here's the rally cry. This is the team talk for Manchester United against Manchester City. Right, lads, this weekend, this is Manchester City's biggest game in the world ever, because they're rocking up at the Theatre of Dreams. Let's give these fans exactly what they want. The main thing is you go out, and when you cross that white line, you basically do not leave that pitch with any regrets. Every single challenge, 50-50s, make everything yours. Matic, Herrera, follow that De Bruyne about. Far too many teams are giving this man too much respect and too much space to weave his magic. Fellaini, face the wall, don't even look at me or I will kick you in the shin. That bushy-headed bastard. Good man. Yeah, but this is the big one. They've got Curly Watts as a celebrity fan. They don't even put red ketchup on the hot dog stands. That's because they hate Manchester United so much. So every one of yous take into consideration how much these lot hate us, and they're coming into our back garden. They're not the noisy neighbours, they're just the noisy knobheads. That's what they are, and they are coming into our turf, and when they come into our jungle, the Lions will be ready. Manchester United, every single one of you will be in this team on merit, and you will go out and do us proud. We want Noel and Liam Gallagher to cry like a baby all night. Let's go out there. Let's get Bertie Magoo crying into his pint of blue lager. Everybody, we need to get behind the team, and you know I don't need to say this because this is the big one. I'm going pretty busy, but anyone, anyway, for Manchester United in the derby against Manchester City on Sunday. Come on! United! Get the flag! Yes! Yes! Woo! Hey! Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am.